Yes, sir.
Is there any interest moving forward in looking at significant tax reform on the state level, such that, for example, doing away with the income tax, corporate income tax, in favor of like a sales tax or a consumption tax, much like Tennessee has, much like South Carolina is looking towards moving towards?
Yep.
I fear for our competitiveness if our surrounding states do that and we don't.
Senator Ruccio and one of my senior chairs in finance, Representative Howard, convened a meeting today at Keenan Flagler to review some of the states that have actually done it. They focused on Georgia, who kind of stubbed their toe. They didn't do it quite right, and some of the other states, to really begin the legwork for tax reform. It will be one of the major things that if we achieve what I hope we achieve next year, that will be accomplished. And the whole idea is to get away from a production-based model to a consumption-based model, probably through a sales tax that raises no more money than we raise today, and ideally less.
Right.
And the reason that's important is we want to keep all the stakeholders on board. I met with Grover Norquist. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but from D.C. I met with him in my office about a month and a half ago, and in his office about 9 months ago. I said, we've got to get this right, because I know that Americans for Tax Reform like modernized revenue systems that are fairer and broader based. And what we've got to do is educate our members on the case that if suddenly you may have to pay for a haircut, tax on a haircut, that you're okay with that because you may have had your personal income tax or corporate income tax substantially reduced or eliminated. So we're going through some models now to see how we would do it, and we'd have to be revenue neutral or revenue slightly lower at least. And we cut spending hopefully a lot lower.